Willie D Live.
Wiz Khalifa got himself in a jam out in Romania. Big time. I mean, not just a regular jam. I mean, a major jam. Wiz Khalifa is facing time in prison. What is Wiz Khalifa accused of? Well, he's facing a potential 9-month stint in Romanian prison for weed. Thursday, Romania's Constanta Court of Appeal upheld an appeal filed by the DIICOT, a prosecutor's office in the country, to sentence the young, wild, and free rapper to 9 months, despite a previous citation that only fined him $3,000, or well, roughly $700, 3,000 lei, roughly $700. Sources close to the situation informed TMZ Hip Hop that nothing is set in stone just yet. His team is currently in the process of appealing the sentence. Wiz was arrested and briefly held following his performance at Constanti Beach Please Festival in July 2024, where he lit up a joint while dancing to Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg's The Next Episode. Romanian drug laws are strict. It could be an uphill legal battle. He got money. I don't think he's going to end up doing the time. His paper long. I think that, and he's the type of dude, he don't really make a lot of waves, so he ain't really got a lot of political enemies. So he'll probably be able to pull some strings and get on up out of there. But let this be a reminder that when in Rome, you do as the Romans, not as you want to do while you roam in somebody's land. You better understand what the rules are before you go to these other countries. He lit that joint up like he was at, what they call that, what's Cypress Hill? Cypress Hill got a festival called, what is it called? Smoke Out or Smoke something. Anyway, but he lit that thing up like he was on the West Coast. Like, no, homie, you're not in California. Before you go to another country, you better find out what the laws are, because you can find yourself facing a life sentence or even a death sentence. And make no mistake, there have been times when people have went to these foreign countries and they wasn't able to get help. There are some people right now who are stuck in prisons in other foreign countries right now, and they can't get anybody on the phone. They're stuck. They're absolutely stuck. You better know what to do, and if you don't know what to do, you better know what not to do. You better not be like that dude who went to, where was that he went? He went to, was it Russia? No, it wasn't Russia. This is the case of Otto Warmbier, who was jailed in North Korea. That's what it was. North Korea, for trying to steal a propaganda poster illustrating how seemingly innocent acts like photography or tourism can be misinterpreted or exploited. So yeah, this guy steals a propaganda poster off the wall at his hotel, and they locked his ass up. When he came back, I don't know if they drugged him or they beat him or they did something, but he was brought back to America and he died. Yeah, he died, I believe, like en route back to America. In fact, I got it right here. So his death, let's see, okay, so after his parents requested his feeding tube be removed, let's go before that. So Warmbier's physicians at the University of Cincinnati Medical Center stated that he was in a state of unresponsive wakefulness, commonly known as persistent vegetative state. He was able to breathe on his own and blink his eyes, but otherwise showed no signs of awareness of his environment, such as understanding language, nor did he initiate any purposeful movements. So it says let me go back a little further. After 17 months in detention, Warmbier, still in a comatose state, was medically evacuated. Okay, so they evacuated him while he was in a medical state. And he was evacuated to Cincinnati. Arriving on the evening of June 13th, he was taken to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center, where doctors tried to determine what caused his coma and if there were signs of recovery. So he ends up going out there, being brought back, and he died on July 19th. And then there was a story where one guy from the U.S. went to a sacred ground and stole a rock. He didn't think he was stealing the rock. The rock was on the damn ground. He picked up the rock and pocketed the rock as a souvenir. And they locked him up. They put him in prison for stealing a rock. They said, hey, these were sacred grounds. I don't know if he got the memo earlier and he was trying to be sneaky or what, but he picked up the rock off the ground, and, the dude, he put it in his pocket, and they put him in prison. You got the black chick who went over there. Well, you got Brittany Reiner. I mean, is it Brittany? What's Brittany's last name? Brittany, the basketball player. Oh, Brittany, what is that girl name? In any event, this chick goes and she got some weed or something like that on her, and she ended up in prison for several months. Then you got this black chick, Brittany Griner. There you go. Thank you. Thanks. Appreciate you, Mr. Edge. Appreciate you, Curtis. Yeah. D. Willa. Yeah. So she goes over there and she gets into an argument with a rental car worker. This person is I believe they were at the airport or near the airport. She's talking to this rental car guy, and she raises her voice. They locked her up for raising her voice. See, all that go in America. Everything except for stealing the propaganda post. You ain't supposed to steal nothing. But going somewhere and picking up a rock off the ground, you good. Raising your voice at someone who working at a rental car facility, you're good. Photographing something, typically you're good if you don't get caught. If you get caught, they just tell you to erase it. Nobody's going to put you in jail. But you go to some of these other countries, you're going to jail. And that's if you're lucky. In some of these places, they'll chop your head off on the spot. Talk about instant justice. So I don't think nothing is going to come of this. Wiz Khalifa is not a bad guy. He's not a danger to society. He's not a threat. But none of that matters when you go to certain countries. They got their way of doing things, and America has its way of doing things. So when in these other countries, you better find yourself, if you're going to go to another country, you better get that rule book as fast as possible. Get you that rule book as fast as possible. Even in some of these countries that you think are going to be really kind and friendly and welcoming, get that rule book. Every country has one. And it'll tell you in short what the rules are, what to watch out for. If you're a tourist, it'll tell you, hey, watch out for this. Don't do this. This is the custom, da-da-da. And you'll be all right. If you get that rule book, you'll probably avoid getting trapped 99% of the time.